Welcome to Skills today. We are still continuing with Unit 4. Just a note before we even get started. Today you will actually need your spelling dictionary and a highlighter. If you do not have a highlighter, what is our agreed upon backup plan? A yellow crayon. Yellow crayon. It does need to be yellow. That way you can still see the word after you've colored over it. That's kind of important. And we're going to count them, not one, not two, three new tricky words today. But the reason I confused myself there because I have a bonus surprise set of tricky words for you. And you're going to have to wait because before we do that, we're going to warm up chaining. We're going to make a chain using our newest Bossy R sound spelling that we learned the other day, the or spelling. So, like I said, we're going to begin with the chain before we get into our tricky words. So, our chain starts with the word fork, orc, fork. So our chain starts with the word fork, orc, fork. Now, if I want to go from fork to fort, what change do I need to make? That's an ending sound change. Good. Fork to ort. Fort. Let's go from fort to tort. From fort to tort. That's a beginning sound change. Excellent. Ort. Tort. Fort to tort. Good. From tort to torn. Listen carefully. Tort to torn. Is that a beginning, middle, or ending sound change? That's an ending sound change. We're going from t to n. Good job. Tort to torn. Tort to torn. From torn to born. Torn to born. What's happening there? A beginning sound change. Excellent. I'm going from t to b. From torn to born. Torn to born. Let's keep going. From born to worn. From born to worn. I went from b to w. Born to worn. Worn. Good job. From worn to horn. Worn to horn. Another beginning sound change. Excellent. We're going from w to horn. Horn. Good job, good job. Couple more words from horn to corn. Still changing the beginning sound, going from to k. You hear that? Corn. Corn. Great word. Corn to cork. Corn to cork. Where am I changing this word? At the ending. This is the ending sound change. Going from to k. So from corn to cork. And last word, from cork to cord. Cork to cord is what kind of change? An ending sound change. Excellent. Yes, cord is an ending sound change. I went from k to d. Good job, guys. Now let's read the chain we made. So we got fork, fort, tort, torn, born, worn, horn, corn, cork, cord. Great job, great job. All right, so now, as promised, we are going to get into our new tricky words. So, come on. Yes, as promised, we have new tricky words. Woo. So that means you have out your spelling dictionary and a highlighter. If you do not have a highlighter, what is your backup plan? Well, if you do not still have the highlighter I gave you, what's your backup plan? Yellow crayon. And yes, it must be yellow. Has to be yellow or else this doesn't work. Okay, so today we're going to receive not one, not two, but 3 tricky words. And I may even have some bonus content for you. Ooh! Yes. So our new tricky words go along with the spelling words we've done already and the way in which we're going to start talking about, and I've just addressed it with you briefly. We touched on it just a little bit in Unit 3 about how things can happen in the past. Well, if they can happen in the past, that means they can also happen in the future, which is why we're going to need boom, boom, and boom. All right, the suspense is killing me. Let's reveal. Our first tricky word is today. Today. Good. The word is today. See, even just there, I pronounced it slightly different because it depends on how we hear it and the way in which we enunciate the sounds. So today is a tricky word. We hear the t playing by the rules. All right, check. We hear d playing by the rules. Check. This AY is a rule you do not know yet, so that's okay. But this O right here, it's always going to be a heart part. So this whole word right now, today. So in addition to today, right now, we've also established boom. What does that say? I'll give you a clue. They start with the same sound, same first 2 sounds. This word is tomorrow. Tomorrow. So t, playing by the rules, okay. Funky O, not acting right. Okay. R, well, no, because we just learned OR should be or. Tomorrow, nah. And this OWO, no, I don't remember learning that one yet. So yes, tomorrow. Putting my heart around it because of my heart. So today, tomorrow, look into the future. Good. And if we have present and future, we also need to address the past. Things that already happened. And our word for that will be yesterday. Yesterday. Well, all of that is playing by the rules. It's this D, still good. A, it's this A that we haven't learned yet. So this is the heart part. But yesterday is pretty much a rule follower. So today, tomorrow, and yesterday. Now, in looking these up in the dictionary, which word should I look up first? I should look up today because T-O-D will come first in my alphabet. Notice, so we always start with the first letter to tell us where to go, and we look to the next letter, and we're looking at these 2 words, matchy, matchy, not matching. Which comes first, D or M? D comes before M, so we're going to look up today. So, we're going to start. Now, am I going to start at the very beginning of the dictionary, or am I going to try and flip towards the middle, at least? I'm going to flip towards the middle because the letter T is later in the alphabet. And we know this goes A, B, C, D, and it goes in order. So flipping to the middle puts me already at the letter P. So we'll keep going forward from here, one page at a time. Q, R. Notice these headings tell us what letter we're in. S. Are we close? We are close. Good. Let's turn one more page. Oh, look, we're at T. So now we go down the T's, T-A, until we get to T-O. So T-A, T-E, T-H. Start at the top of column 2. TH is a big section because th is a big sound we use. Top of column 3, we're still in THs. Oh, T-I, T-I, we moved on, okay. Oh, okay, here we go. I found T-O. Let's look at the third letter. D. Oh, snap, this is still a match. Wait, let's look at this. Is this the word we're looking for? This is the word. This is today. So taking my highlighter, I'm going to pass over the word one time. Now, me being left-handed, I tend to start at the end and pull towards me. I'll show you what I've noticed as the common right-handed one on tomorrow. So if this is today, and we know tomorrow starts with the same T-O, do I need to go back to the beginning or keep going? I'm going to keep going. Excellent. And then I'm going to look for T-O-M. So next we have T-O-G, T-O-L, T-O-M. Let's keep going. O-R-R-O-W. Tomorrow. So now what I've seen from right-handed individuals is they'll start at the beginning of the word and they will, I guess they pull towards themselves from the beginning, so I guess it looks like this. You're still pulling towards yourself, but the starting is at the beginning. Y'all didn't want to see me try that with my right hand. So yes, we have one more word, which is present, future, and this talks about the past. Yesterday. And yesterday starts with the letter Y. It starts with the letter Y. So let's keep on going. Starting at the top of the next page, we start still in the letter T section. U, looking at our headings. V, W, more W's. X, Y. Okay, so starting at Y, we see Y-A, Y-E. Okay. Oh, Y-E-S. Is this it? No, that's yes. No, that's yes. That sounds funny. But if we go one more, ding, 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 we have a winner. Yesterday. And this time I'm going to show you what it looks like with a crayon because some of you may be using crayon. And this time you go over it just a couple times. You don't want to go too hard, but just enough so you can see that you've changed it. So these are our 3 tricky words. But as I promised, I have some bonus content. I want you to go ahead and turn one more page to the last page of your book. And the last page in your dictionary includes words that have been grouped together based on the type of word they are that we use a lot. So like words for good, nice, or great, so we want to use bigger, better words. We can say it's fabulous, fantastic, wonderful, terrific, marvelous. But I'm not worried about those right now. What I'm worried about is this last heading, the calendar. And if you see right here, it says the days. Didn't we just learn all of these? Yes, so let's box in the days so that when we are writing and we are spelling, we can use our dictionary, because you don't have to only use your dictionary for tricky words. You don't only use your dictionary for tricky words. Clearly there are words in here that are not tricky. There are words that are not tricky. So here we find our days of the week all together in case we forget how to spell them at all, or if we struggled with spelling them in the first place. But there are all kinds of words in here that some are and some aren't tricky, but a bunch of words that you may be using or want to use, it's right here. This is your tool to have to unlock more and more words. But that does conclude our tricky word portion. Let's continue with our lesson for today. Come on. So we are ready to continue, and I'm going to introduce something to you today that's called 2-syllable words. honestly, you've been doing this for forever. You did this. Low-key, you did this in kindergarten. You've been doing it in Haggerty all year. It just sounds fancy. So before we start looking at two-syllable words, let's just look at how we break down, and these are called one-syllable words. So it's like, say the word hat. Good. Let's tap it out. At. Hat. Right, we know how to do that. Let's try this again. This one I'll give you the sound, you tell me the word. Ike. Bike. Right. So one more. Ark. Shark. Good. Those are all individual words, and they each have one syllable. So today what we're going to look at, and yes, I'm checking my book, is two-syllable words. Two-syllable words. Now, a word has the same number of syllables as it has vowel sounds. Okay, not vowel letters, vowel sounds. So a syllable must always contain one vowel sound. Those are the rules. So for example, like, ouch. My eye, sorry guys, I told you. So like for example, we have, say this is a picture of it's a bathtub. Good. So now when we tap it out, we'll use two hands with some b, a, t, ub. You can see that each hand has one vowel sound. So bathtub. So what we're going to do for syllables is clap. Bathtub. Okay. So we got each individual sound. B, a, bath, t, ub, tub, bathtub. Bathtub switched together. So bathtub. Okay? So that is how you can feel and hear the different syllables in the word. Bathtub, your chin drops per syllable too. Say bathtub. Bathtub. Feel your chin drop? Good. So let's look at some other examples. Like I said, I'm just introducing it. You're not doing too much with it today, but make sure this isn't foreign. What is this a picture of? So no, literally say the name of it, and actually put your hand under your chin while you're doing so. What is this a picture of? Correct, it's a cupcake. You felt that? You felt your chin touch your hand? Cupcake. So let's clap it. Cupcake. So how many vowel sounds do we hear? 2, which means it gets 2 claps, which also means it has 2 syllables. 2 vowel sounds, 2 syllables. 2 chin drops, 2 syllables. Cupcake. Cupcake. That's an example of a 2-syllable word. Now these there are more than this type, but this is the type we're looking at today. Bathtub, cupcake. See? Cupcake. We can look at it and we can see the cup and the cake. Cupcake. Alright, the next one I have to show you is this one's cool because it has 2 different correct names, and both of them are 2-syllable words. The first correct name is backpack. Back, we hear pack. That's 2 parts rhyme. Backpack, backpack. Or some folks like to call this a book bag. Book bag. Book bag. Putting those pieces together. Built so you take those 2 smaller words and you put them together and you're making a longer word. It's a whole longer word. Each syllable must have its own vowel sound. That is what defines a syllable, the vowel sound. Okay? I think I have one more for you, and that is, what is this? This is popcorn. Clap it. Popcorn. How many claps? 2. Therefore, there's how many syllables? 2. Because we hear the ah-orn. Ah-orn means 2 vowel sounds, so there's 2 syllables. Pop-corn. Popcorn. Popcorn. Yes. Yes. And this is just the introduction. Nothing scary. We're just introducing the concept, okay? Now, what we're going to actually do for work today is you're going to do, this is the back side of PP3. We didn't do it before because we didn't have the or sound. And you'll notice that these words, the bossy R's are still bold, but you're also starting to see where in your text they're going to put a dot in between the two syllables to help you sound out and see the smaller parts of the word. So on this particular page, you do have 3 different 2-syllable words. Say what? Yes, so like for example, you have popcorn. Popcorn. Or. 2 vowel sounds, 2 different syllables. Great. And then you're going to read the text chimps. And you're going to do the work of 9.1. I will be your partner. I can be A or B. Have everyone do it. Either you can read it first and then I'll read it, or you can listen to me read it and then you read it. So yeah, we together will read chimps. I do want to discuss a little bit about chimps first. Let's see. Okay, so first off, chimps, they are types of apes. Might look familiar, similar to a monkey, not quite the same. They are related, but they're not the same. So apes, yes. Munch means to snack. Munch means to snack. In the text, they'll also discuss an anthill, which is a mounded dirt where ants live. They will refer to a babe, which is another name for a baby. It's a shortened version of baby. And then a fig, which is a type of fruit that grows on a tree. So a fig is a fruit. Another word I want to draw your attention to in this text is weren't. Weren't. Which is what happens when you say, I'll put it right here so you can see it. So were plus not. So it's another contraction. Were plus not equals weren't. So they smush it together and they dropped the O. Weren't. That'll be one of the words that's in the text that you haven't seen. But it does follow the same contraction rules that we've been working on. So smushing 2 words together, usually to make something a not, honestly. A lot of times you're making something a not. So cannot, can't, were not, weren't. That's going to be in the text as well. I think those are the only things that are specific and special to this text. But yes, the 2-syllable words in the story too will also have that dot. Any 2-syllable words in the story will also have that dot, so you can visually and mentally break it down into its 2 syllables. Another word in the text, for example, is, I think it's in this text. If it's not in this text, then it's on the other page of 2. Garden. There's a whole dot in the middle between garden. Garden. Means there's 2 syllables in that word because there's 2 distinctly separate vowel sounds. Okay, guys. But yes, 2-syllable words. Woohoo! Exciting. Bigger words. Oh my gosh, we're not always going to be doing sounds. Sometimes we'll do more larger, also meaningful chunks. But that does conclude our lesson for today, guys. And I will see you later. Until then.